Hello, everyone. Welcome to your daily dose of bliss. We often want to do yoga, don't we? And then we think, I don't have time. I don't have time for a whole 60 or 75 minutes class. So this is just a Zen 10, I call it, 10 minutes that can uplift you, that can get the dust bunnies out, the stiff bunnies out of your body. And so let's dive right into it. If I haven't met you yet, my name is Marcia Nealand, and I'm so happy that you chose to tune in and practice with me this morning or this evening or this afternoon, whenever you're doing this. So let's start in a standing position and let the feet be hip width apart, and then just take the hands together in front of the heart. And we'll close our eyes and just take a few seconds here to land, to arrive. So receiving a breath in, and just feel as your breath goes out. It's wonderful just to notice that you're breathing in again. And exhale, release. Good, and then stretch your arms down and open the eyes as you reach all the way up. And then from here, bend your knees and take your hands onto your thighs and pause right here. I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to move through the spine. Inhale, lifting your chest and lifting your seat, your tailbone a little bit. And then exhale, round very slowly into rounded cat pose. Let's do that again. Inhale, looking forward. And exhale, rounding. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Then round all the way up, stacking your spine, coming back to a very tall position. And take your hands around behind you. Interlace your fingers and roll your shoulders back. And then just let a little lift come into the chest as you breathe deeply. A little bit of yoga goes a long way. So keep in mind that even if you can just do a few postures, a few asanas each day, it definitely is a beneficial contribution to your health and well-being. So bend your knees now, lay your chest on your thighs, let your arms trail down, fingertips touch the floor, and truly give your head and neck permission to relax and release. From here, start to shift your hips back a little and begin to explore the possibility of straightening your legs. Now, if you feel strain in the back or if the back is overly rounded, please put a block or some books or something under your hands so that your back is in a better position. Maybe even bend your knees a little. All right, so from here, walk your hands out as far as you can reach your arms. And then walk your feet back and you'll be magically in a downward facing dog. Let your pelvis be the high point here. So lift your seat way up and then start to bend one knee and then the other just a few times. Take inventory of what's showing up inside of you in this practice. Keeping the breath flowing smoothly, steadily. And then lowering your knees down to the mat and shifting your hips back to a child's pose while the arms reach forward, letting the head release. Inhale, lifting the arm bones slightly up. And exhale, softening down with the chest. Awesome, and then lift your head on up, slide your hands back, and slide your left leg through into right between your hands. Lift the back leg into a deep lunge, and then see about straightening the front leg a little bit or all the way. Maybe you go bend and stretch a few times. You could have blocks under your hands if that's helpful. Awesome, and lower your back knee down, slide your left leg back and just change it out. Bring the right leg forward, curl the back toes under, lift the hip. You're in a deep lunge here, and then just play with lifting your pelvis so that you can have clearance to straighten the front leg a little bit more.
We're just doing a few postures here in this 10-minute window to help enhance your mood and also just revitalize you, give you some energy. Lower the back knee and then bringing your right leg back. Come to all fours position, swing both feet to the left, extend your right leg back, toes to the ground, and then just open up here. Turn your underside, turn your belly up towards the ceiling and stretch long. You could bring your arm up here if that feels better. And breathe into that, my friends. Just breathe and open. Open to the possibilities that this day has for you, or this evening has for you. Circle around, come back to all fours position, and then please swing your feet to the right. Extend your left leg out, and bring the arms up and over, or the left arm over. Awesome. Circle back down, and bring your legs back to center. Let's change positions here now. Come onto your bottom, bring your feet out in front of you. Come up onto your heels, and then inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale, round back. Let the chin draw down towards the chest. And then come up, back up onto the sitting bones. This time reach your left arm over and either hold the outside of your foot or your shin or ankle, and then move your right hand to your thigh and give a little push. Then start to round back through your torso, drawing the chin down towards the chest. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And lifting back up. Just switch to the second side now. Right arm comes around, holds the foot. Left hand on the thigh. Back up through your ribs. Draw your chin down. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Lifting back up. We'll transition, getting closer and closer to the floor. Come on down here. Most of us humans have tight hips. We gave some love to your hamstrings. Let's open up the legs now here in butterfly. Give a little attention to the inseam of the thigh, the inner thighs that attach up into the pelvis. And pressing the feet together. Now, if you want to do more yoga, you can always pause this video and repeat any of this more than once. If something doesn't feel right, you can skip over it. You know, you have the control there on your end. You could repeat this whole thing 2 or 3 times if you wanted. And then close the legs together. Let's now cross the left ankle on top of the right leg. Just pause for a moment here and see if you can find a little arch in your low back. Maybe you feel plenty of stretch in your hip here, or you could bring the legs towards your chest, interlacing your hands on the back of your right leg. This is called Eye of the Needle, or Sukhi Randrasana, has a fun name. So your hip joints, appreciate it when you give them lots of fluid movement, when you pay attention to them. Your whole body appreciates it. And release all the joints, not just the hip joints. Cross the right ankle over, please. And then you can stay there with an arch in the back, or you can spice it up a little bit and bring the legs towards you. Relaxing your shoulders, and even across the muscles of your face, let them soften. And then place both feet down on the mat. All right, from here, place your hands on the ground. Lift up through the chest, feet are hip width apart, and then let's just lift the pelvis up. Press down through the feet, lift up into a bridge pose, holding. Let the legs draw towards one another magnetically, energetically, as opposed to going apart. And then come down nice and slow, upper back, middle back,
Lower back, pause. Arch the low back now. Make a big space under the low back. And we'll do that one more time. Lift your pelvis up into bridge pose. Good to create some strength through the back line of the body. A nice little back bending shape here. Good for the spine. It's very energizing as well. And then lower on down. Let your legs go out straight. Relax your arms. And to end this little daily dose of bliss, let's take 3 slow breaths together. Inhaling through the nose as you're ready. Exhaling out through nose or mouth. 2 more like that. Maybe this feels really good. Maybe you want to stay here a little longer. Please feel free to do that. Your body will tell you if it needs more rest. Or maybe you want to play it all over again, repeat it. Or maybe it was just enough. Either way, thank you for joining me today. Blessings to you.